Hi students, how are you? I hope all are fine. Grade 9 Science Chapter 1 Measurement. In this lesson, you will learn about units of measurements and the characteristics of measuring instruments. Let's see. So measurements. What is measurement? Comparison of unknown quantity with known quantity. That is measurement. Already we studied in our lower classes, grade 8 also. So measurement is very important in our daily life while buying milk, vegetables, calculating time for all. So next one, physical quantities and units. So what is physical quantity? The physical quantity have a numerical value and a unit. So example 5 centimeter. 5 is the numerical value and centimeter is the unit for here. So next one, units. Different unit systems were used by the people from different countries. So example CGS, FPS and MKS, these are all. So at the end of the Second World War, necessary to use the worldwide system of measurement. So it is recommended by the General Conference on Weights and Measurements at Paris. That is SI unit, International System of Units. So there are 7 fundamental quantities are there, that is length, mass, time, temperature, electric current, luminous density and amount of substance. These are all fundamental quantities, and derived quantities, these are fundamental quantities are basic quantities. And next one, derived quantities, these are all derived from the fundamental quantities. Example area, volume, density, velocity, momentum, acceleration, force, etc. Some fundamental quantities, expressions and units. Physical quantities, expressions, units, table column is given in your book. You just read this units. So next one, length, distance between the 2 points. So that is that distance is called length. It is measured by centimeter, millimeter. These are all. So very large distances are measured by the astronomical unit, light year, parsec. These are all. So what is astronomical units means? It means distance of the center of the sun from the center of the earth. Sunnoda centerக்கும் எர்த்தோட சென்டருக்கும் in between the distance, that is called astronomical unit 1 AU, 1.496 into 10 to the power of 11 meter. Next one, light year, distance travelled by the light in 1 year in vacuum. It's equal to 9.46 into 10 to the power of 15 meter. Next large distance unit is parsec. The parsec means distance used to measure the astronomical objects outside the solar system. So there is 1 parsec equal to 3.26 light years. Next one, mass. Mass means amount of substance in a body. So it is measured by kilogram. Next one, atomic mass. So what is atomic mass? Mass of proton, neutron and electron. These are all, so it can be determined using the atomic mass unit, that is AMU. Atomic mass unit on AMU equal to 1 by 12th of the mass of carbon 12 atom. Next one, time. So duration of events and the intervals between them. These are measured by the time. The S unit of time is second. Okay. Next, large unit of measuring times are day, month, year and millennium, etc. 1 millennium equal to 3.16 into 10 to the power of 9 second. Next one, temperature. So temperature means it is measure of hotness and coldness of the body. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. 1 Kelvin is the fraction of 1 by 273.16 of the thermodynamic temperature of the triple point of water. Okay, 0 Kelvin is otherwise known as absolute zero. The unit of measuring temperature are Celsius and Fahrenheit, etc. And some unit prefixes are given in your table column. So next one is the rules that are followed in the writing the symbols of unit in SI system. Now we are going to see this one. So the units named after the scientist are written in lower class, small letters. Joule, small j. Joule means small j, O-U-L-E. Joule, Kelvin, Newton. The first letter should be in lower case. Next one, symbols for the units are always written in lower case. Meter, small m, and kilogram, small kg, and s, small s. Second one, the s. Next, the symbols of the units derived from the names of the scientists are writing in capital letters. Celsius na capital C, Newton capital N, and Joule capital J. Scientist name வந்து capital J, capital N, capital C. Okay, symbols are not followed by the a full stop. லாஸ்ட் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னா ஃபுல் ஸ்டாப் வைக்கக்கூடாது. 75 சென்டிமீட்டர் புள்ளி வைக்கக்கூடாது. நெக்ஸ்ட் சிம்பிள்ஸ் ஆர் நெவர் ரிட்டன் இன் ஃப்ளூரல்ஸ். கிலோகிராம்ஸ் அப்படி எழுதக்கூடாது. 100 கிலோகிராம், நாட் அஸ் 100 kilograms, not in a plural form. So next one is vernier caliper and screw gauge. First we are going to see the vernier caliper. We use the meter scale for measuring length. It is measured in centimeter and millimeter, but smallest length can be measured by the meter scale is called least count. Okay, by using vernier caliper we can have an accuracy of 0.1 millimeter. With the screw gauge we can have an accuracy of 0.01 millimeter. Okay, next one, description of vernier caliper. The vernier caliper picture is in your book, just you draw one time. So in vernier scale some parts are there, inside jaws and outside jaws, where you will keep the object in between the jaws. Okay, next main scale one is there, and then vernier scale. Okay, these are all the parts for vernier scale. Now how will you find the zero error of the vernier scale? First one, zero error. First, some instruments always having some errors, so first you clarify the errors. First one, zero error. First unscrew the slider and move it to the left. Both the jaws touch and each other. Okay, ரெண்டு ஜாவும் முத டச் பண்ற மாதிரி வச்சிட்டு check whether the zero marking of the main scale coincide with that of the vernier scale. If they are not coincide with each other, the instrument too possess zero error. Okay, next, zero error may be positive or negative. Okay, if the zero mark of the vernier is shifted to the right, it is called a positive error. On the other hand, if the vernier is shifted to the left of the main scale, zero marking, then the error is negative error. Okay, so these are all very important. Next one, usage of vernier caliper. First step, using the vernier caliper to find the least count range. Least count range and zero error. First one, least count. So least count of the instrument LC equal to value of one main scale division divided by total number of vernier scale division. Okay, example, least count is equal to 1 millimeter divided by 10 equal to 0.1 millimeter. In centimeter, 0.1 centimeter. We can use the vernier caliper to find the different dimensions of any familiar objects. If the length, width and height of the object can be measured, volume can be calculated. For example, if we could measure the inner diameter of the beaker as well as the depth, we can calculate its inner volume. Okay, just you have to, using the vernier caliper, find the outer diameter of your pen cap, etc. Okay, if you have the vernier caliper, have you seen this one? Okay, in our laboratory we are having. Okay, I will show this. Okay, next one, digital vernier caliper. Digital version of vernier calipers are available in nowadays. So digital displays on the slider which calculates the displays the measured value. Okay, need not to manually calculate the least count and zero of the measurement. So next one is the screw cage. It is U-shaped metal frame. It has the U-shaped metal frame and hollow cylindric. It attached to the one end of the frame. Next one, Some parts are labeled in the screw cage, that is spindle, and then ratchet stop, measuring faces, barrel, and frame. These are all okay. First one, the same like vernier caliper. In this screw cage also, first we find out the zero error and positive error and negative error. First, if the zero of the head scale is coincide with the pitch scale axis, there is a no zero error. And then if the zero of the head scale lies below the pitch scale axis, the zero error is positive. And then negative zero error means if the zero of the head scale lies above the pitch scale axis, that error is called zero error is negative zero error. Okay. Next one, how will you find the thickness of the 1 rupee coin? By using the screw gauge. First, you can determine the pitch and least count and types of zero error of the screw gauge. Next one, the given coin is placed in between the two studs. Next, the head screw using the ratchet arrangement is freely rotated until given 1 rupee coin is held firmly but not tightly. Okay, the pitch scale reading and the head scale reading are coincide with the axis of the pitch scale are found. Okay, the reading are recorded and experimented for different positions of the given coin is repeated, and then the thickness of the coin is computed using the formula PSR, pitch scale reading PSR plus HS head scale reading into least count. Okay, the average of the last column of the table is found. Okay, the thickness of the 1 rupee coin equal to dash millimeter, like this. Okay. So next, weight of the mass is measured by common balance and physical balance, digital balance and spring balance. First one is the common balance. It compares the sample of mass with a standard reference mass. Example 5 gram, 10 gram, 2 kg, like this. Next one is the physical balance. It is used in labs and it is reference the masses used in the physical balance are 10 milligram, 20 milligram, 50 milligram. These are all. Next one, digital balance. So nowadays, for accurate measurement, digital balances are used, which measure the mass accurately even up to a few milligrams. The least value being 10 milligram. Okay, the electrical devices is very easy to handle and commonly used in jewelry shops and labs also. Next one is the spring balance. This helps to find the weight of an object. The a spring fixed at the one end and the hook attached to the other end of the rod. It works the Hooke's law, which states that the addition of weight produced by the proportional increase in the length of the spring. Okay. So what is difference between the mass and weight? Already these are all also we studied in 8th standard. So mass is a fundamental quantity and weight is the derived quantity. So mass means amount of substance in the body. Okay, and then weight means force, gravitational force act on the body. Okay, the mass is same in everywhere, but weight is varies from place to place. The mass of the unit is kilogram and weight of the unit is Newton. Okay, these are the distance between the mass and difference between the mass and weight. So the last one is accuracy in measurements. While taking measurement, accuracy is very important one. It is important to accurate when taking measurements. Repeating the measurement and getting the average value can correct the errors and give us accurate value of the measured quantity. Okay, so accuracy is very important in our in measurements. So repeated taking measurements is good, and we get the accuracy value for the measurements. Okay, thank you children. In this lesson, we learned fundamental and derived quantities, physical quantities in SI units, usage of scientific notations, the characteristic of meaning, measuring instruments, vernier caliper, and screw gauge for small measurements. Thank you children. We will see in the next video.